We got brand new details to talk about today for WWE 2K22, the official reveal of the soundtrack, a brand new unexpected DLC, of course more roster rating reveals, also new information and first look at all of the modes for WWE 2K22, with some very interesting additions to creation, MyFaction, and so on. Make sure to have those notifications to always be up to date, and let's get right into it. And let's go ahead and start off with the soundtrack. 2K today announced that Machine Gun Kelly is officially the executive soundtrack producer for WWE 2K22. What's more surprising than that, because we already seen Machine Gun Kelly in a lot of the advertisement for 2K22, so it was kind of obvious. But the shocking thing is that he will appear as a playable character, and he is going to be available in one of the post-launch downloadable content pack. There's no details on who else is going to be part of that DLC pack, but WWE had a share of good celebrities show up over the last 2 years, especially for the Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, and so on. So I'm hoping that we get to see some of those extra celebrity faces in there. Now, yes, I did get to play the game early, but I have no idea what the DLC are going to be. So much like you guys, I'm just speculating at this point. There's no details on when that DLC will become available, but usually 2K reveal the DLC packs on the week leading into the release of the game. Hoping that turns out to be the case this time around, because of course people need to know what exactly the season pass is going to include. Back into the soundtrack to hype it up, they ended up releasing a small trailer of Kelly just mixing it up and The Undertaker just listening in. Right off the bat, looking at the track list, thank God Blow My Mind is not there. We've been listening to it for 3 years. It's time to move on. We had Concert for Aliens and Body Bag by Machine Gun Kelly, Protect Your Neck by Wu-Tang Clan, Iron Fist by Motorhead, Say Cheese, the live NXT version performed by Poppy, Typhoons by Royal Blood, Happy Son by Bring Me the Horizon, Heartless by The Weeknd, I Don't Wanna Be Blind by Turnstile, the final episode, the Let's Change Channel version by Asking Alexandria, and Kenny Hoopla performing Hollywood Sucks, and more. The soundtrack is supposed to be 12 tracks, but as you guys can see, only 11 is listed. Looks like that one is gonna get a review of its own. Personally, I think that this year's soundtracks kind of hit the spot a bit more than the previous years. While playing it early and listening to it, I enjoyed it, but music obviously comes in different tastes for everyone to try, so make sure you guys let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. The unfortunate thing for me is that as a content creator, since I'm recording pretty much everything, I am gonna have to mute this as soon as I hop into the game. It's a bit of a curse of creating content. Onto some other news, we got some brand new reveal. It looks like it's too sweet. We got a brand new screenshot of the Nwo Four-Man Entrance. Unless I'm mistaken, this is a first for the Nwo, because the last time that the four of these guys were on the same game was in WWE 2K14, but they were also DLC for that game, alongside some extra Nwo, like even Macho Man had that Nwo attire DLC, which that was something that was coming back. Nonetheless, they look really good. Pretty cool to see them perform that four-man entrance. We got some new roster ratings. We got Stone Cold Steve Austin with a 92, so didn't change from 2K20. We got Andre the Giant with an 88. That's a +1 rating compared to 2K20. Mr. McMahon got a +3. He is now a 76. Stephanie McMahon got a +2. She is now a 77. And Papa Shango got a +2. He is now a 79. We also got ourselves a bit of an extra overview for every single one of the modes that are gonna be in WWE 2K22. All of this is coming from the WWE 2K22 advertisement that appear on the Xbox Market Store, and it does show a bit of extra stuff for us to look at, including a first glimpse of MyFaction. So I figured we cover it all to, of course, not miss any details. Starting off with MyGM mode makes its debut in WWE 2K22, allowing fans to call the shots as a WWE General Manager. Featuring Raw, SmackDown, NXT, or NXT UK, players can take the reins and draft the ultimate roster of WWE superstars and legends to compete against rival GMs striving to build the biggest brand in the WWE Universe. WWE Universe, you say? Well, let's see what you said about Universe mode, because we're still waiting for a lot of information in regards to that, and we need it. Unfortunately though, not much was said. Universe mode includes both the classic mode and superstar mode sub-modes. That is a lot of modes, I can't even keep up with it. My English is already broken enough. Anyways, in superstar mode, players follow their superstar through matches each week, developing rivalries, starting a tag team, creating a custom match, and competing in a championship match. So a lot of the things that we already know is returning. I really do like the fact that superstar mode kind of give us the ability to go different directions. It feels like it's going to be the own my career, but for any superstar that you want from the roster. I'm surprised we can even create our own custom match. As a lot of this, I just kind of thought that we were just gonna go through the motion and see where universe mode takes us. But it seems like we might have some options to, you know, create the team, build up to an awesome match and stuff like that. For my rise, create your own journey and legacy with new branching narratives featuring over 200 player stories, unique male and female storylines for the first time in franchise history, and new simultaneous quest. I'm not too sure what it means by featuring over 200 player stories, but I'm down to experience it. It sounds like a lot. It just depends on what exactly is being counted as a story. For Showcase mode, the 2K Showcase is WWE 2K's trademark single-player objective-based story mode, allowing players to engage in a beloved story arc in WWE history and moments featuring unlockable characters, arena, and gear. Celebrate pivotal moments in Rey Mysterio's iconic career in 2K Showcase. Go beneath the mask to relive the 2006 Royal Rumble, Rey's return, and more. So some slight new details there. A lot of us thought that Rey Mysterio Showcase was going to end when he first left WWE, but it looks like it also going to cover his return, which is not really that surprising, but we don't know how much of his return they're going to cover. We also don't know when it's going to start, and that is something that a lot of people are waiting for, including myself. So hopefully we get more info on it soon. And here's an interesting one for the Creation Suite. We finally got to hear a bit more. The industry-leading Creation Suite returns with all new cross-platform community creation, a featured creator section that highlights a player and their content, community creation voting, which was already confirmed, but very interestingly, they also confirm ranked mode, a create a superstar wizard for quicker creation, and gimmick creator. So some very good extra additions in there that we still need information, and hopefully the next ringside report focuses on creation. It also goes on to confirm create an arena, create a superstar, create a championship, and create a money in the bank. I do want to point out that in the version played by Phoenix Nitro, Brandon Does Everything and Simply Better, it did have all of the other creation modes. For some reason, it just wasn't listed on this. Phoenix Nitro ended up tweeting out about this, indicating the following. I saw the Xbox Marketplace ad for the Creation Suite on WWE 2K22, didn't say anything about creative video. However, it is in the game. Didn't personally check it out last month to see if any improvements were made, but figure I would throw that out there. In the reply, he also went on to indicate that creative moveset is still there. So it looks like everything else is still there. For some reason, they just decided not to mention it in this. And last but not least, it is an overview of MyFaction. MyFaction is a brand new franchise first single-player collectible card game meta layer wrapped around traditional WWE 2K series gameplay. Players compete to collect superstar cards, battle with those cards, striving to upgrade their faction. And we got our first look at it of that main menu. On top, we got lineup, customization, and managers. And then listed is the men's division and the women's division. On the right, you got some side plates, the payback and the style, and contracts. Contracts are obviously going to be a big part of MyFaction. These are going to be the to-do list, a lot of which are going to constantly change to give you better collectibles, better rewards in general for your MyFaction. So that is all the latest that I got for you guys. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Which of these modes are you most excited for? For more, make sure to turn on those notifications and drop a like on this video if you've been enjoying the content. Stay savage, and I'll catch you on the next one.